Happy Easter everybody, and welcome to the Easter service.
Why is Mayor Von Hinton holding the service?
Because Mum hasn't set foot in this church in ages and doesn't know what the current priest looks like.
Ah, makes sense.
Not really, but whatever.
I'll do my best to rush through the boring parts so we'll have more time for my fun little Easter egg hunt later. But first, let's welcome the Easter Bunny.
Stupid nightmares. Not now, Jayden.
Hey Willy. You shouldn't be up at this time.
Can't sleep. What about you? I haven't seen you in days.
And I'm not staying. I just came for a little refreshment before my next date.
Why don't you just drink your date, as usual?
Because I'm afraid that could negatively impact my chances of playing the Easter Bunny between her legs next weekend.
Gross.
You asked.
Yeah, silly me. Good luck anyway. Just do me a favor and don't keep me up to date about your progress. I wonder if I'll ever get a good night's sleep again.
I'm definitely looking forward to your brother's first Easter service. Is he nervous yet?
Of course, but at the same time he can't wait to take on this fresh challenge, unlike my sister, and she's just an altar girl. Lo and behold, it's Tiamo Mammini, the soon-to-be ex-mayor's new porn star.
I don't have time for your bullshit today. Leave me alone.
Why not? Are you on your way to a new shooting or something, with animals this time?
Let him be, Serena. His kinky dealings with Von Hinton are really not worth our time, and none of it will matter anymore once I'm the mayor of this town.
Sorry, I just can't help it whenever I see one of those Mammini bastards. The mother is an anti-feminist bitch, the daughter takes after her according to my sister, and the son basically became a world-famous celebrity overnight. Doesn't that seem a little shady? I wonder how many dicks he had to suck to get where he is today.
I don't even want to know.
Damn it, not again. Not now. Sorry Stel Maria. I can't let you see me like this. For your own sake.
Wilbica, why won't you answer your phone? If you're mad at me for some reason, can't we just talk about it? I need to know where my aunt is, and I have a feeling that you know. Wow.
Was that directed at me?
Yes. No. Sorry. It's just... Are you an alien?
Yes. Want to touch my head tentacles? Because the answer is no, and if you even look at them funny, I'll take you to the magic realm and throw you in jail, whether you're a witch or not.
Easy there. I didn't mean to be rude. I've just never seen an actual alien before, at least not in person.
Half alien, my father is human, and he's technically my mother because he's the one who gave birth to me after my alien parent impregnated him in space, but those are things you full-blood humans will never understand. Now excuse me.
Okay.
Are you following me?
No, I'm visiting a friend who happens to live at that house over there.
That's where I'm going to.
Then you can both turn around and leave, because no one's home. Unless it's me you want, but I doubt it.
No, for once you're not the one I'm after, and today is my day off anyway. I'm here to arrest your son.
Great, I'll let him know the next time I see him. But he hasn't been home in almost a week, so I can't promise anything as to when that will be.
We were supposed to meet yesterday evening, but he never showed. Tell him I do not take kindly to getting stood up.
Wait, she can't actually arrest Tiamo for standing her up, can she? Or is that a witch thing?
No, not even the ageless sage would pass a silly law like that. But that doesn't mean she won't try. What about you? Looking for Wilbica, I assume?
And for my Aunt Elise, but she's obviously not here, and maybe now is not a good time.
Obviously. Bye.
Does your family celebrate Christian holidays?
Some of them, but just because my children like presents, not because we actually believe in your God. We have our own traditions that I'm pretty sure you wouldn't agree with.
Easter Sunday is coming. Maybe our families could celebrate together this year. Would be a great opportunity to reunite after whatever happened that made both Wilbica and my aunt not want to see me again.
Really? What do your parents think about that?
It was their idea, actually. Well, my mother's, to be precise. My father still doesn't trust your family, but that's just another reason to do it if you ask me. He might change his mind about you.
And what gives you the idea that I care about your father's good opinion? He hates witches, your mother hates vampires, your brother hates dogs, and my family happens to consist of 2 witches, a vampire, and a dog. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Daisy doesn't hate dogs. It was his friend Beryl who bullied bitch.
And what does it say about him that he has friends like that? The same thing it would say about me if I was friends with your parents. Thanks for the invitation, but no thanks, we're not interested. And Elise is in witch prison, by the way, so she won't be joining either.
What?
Oh, she'll be fine, and your people think she's giving lectures at different universities anyway, don't they? So no reason to get upset. I'll tell Wilbica you visited, but she hasn't been in the best state of mind lately, so don't expect her to call anytime soon. And now go, you're just wasting your time.
What's that guy's name? Is he Wilbica's boyfriend?
Rainbow hair, and I used to think so for a while, but no, that would be ridiculous. He's too young for her anyway.
What? Isn't Wilbica like 12 or something?
Or something.
If anything, wouldn't she be too young for him?
Grande, we talked about this on our way back from Strangerville, don't you remember?
I don't know. I guess I didn't really think that through.
The same applies to your moves on the board. Checkmate.
Aw. No.
Oh look, it's Wilbica Mammini. What leads you here? Did you confuse the Foxbury campus with your personal playground again?
Nice to see you too, Lucian Popescu. I'm a student here, in case you forgot. And I have an entire book to read, so leave me alone.
You look way too sad to be doing research. What happened? Did someone finally tell you that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist mere days before Easter? That's rough. Poor baby.
Yeah, that revelation nearly destroyed me. Can't even imagine how devastated you will be once someone reveals to you that you're not funny.
Sad and snappy. You're definitely in the wrong place. Go back to your old school until you're mature enough to attend this one. Have you lost your tongue now?
Either that, or she just has better things to do than put up with you. Maybe you're the one who should go back to secondary school, because that's the place where bullies like you are still considered cool by some people.
It's also the place where students can still have babysitters, but that isn't considered cool by anyone.
Asshole.
Thanks, Finn, but that really wasn't necessary.
I believe it was. The Wilbica I know would never let anyone talk to her like that. What's wrong?
Forget about Lucian. My mother and his aunt hate each other, and he seems to think our generation has to follow in their footsteps. But as you said, I have more important things to worry about.
How about you stop worrying at all? At least for half an hour. It's lunch break, and we're meeting with my brother, remember?
Oh, right. I got so caught up in this assignment that I completely lost track of time. Today I'll finally get to know Nate's girlfriend.
They're waiting for us at the cafeteria.
Here they come. That little girl is Wilbica? From what you told me, I was expecting someone older.
She has that effect on everybody.
Hi there. My name is
Esperanza.
Exactly, but you can call me Espa. How did you know? But I go by Esperanza today. I provided a few knitted dresses for the auction.
We've been talking about you. I might have told her.
Only good things, I hope.
Not really. The only thing I know about you is that you're going to die, and Nate will lose his mind because of it. Not the greatest topic to start a conversation with, I guess.
Aren't any of you hungry yet? I'm starving.
See, that's how I'll always be able to tell my brother apart from an imposter. The real Finn is forever hungry. Isn't that weird?
Not any weirder than you never eating anything at all. Are you on a diet or something?
I see Nate still hasn't shared the big news with his family. I wonder if Esperanza knows that he's a vampire.
Let's go get some food then.
Apparently not.
Aren't you coming?
I'm not hungry. I'll wait for you here.
Let me know if you need something.
Tiamo. What a rare honor. You've been missed so greatly, even the realm of magic police is looking for you.
Right, SetsunaMaiou. We were supposed to meet, but I didn't feel like it.
Can't blame you. I'm surprised you're still seeing her in the first place.
Last night wasn't a complete waste of time though. I went hunting instead and brought you home an Easter bunny.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Now I'll have 2 whole Easter feasts all to myself, because Bitch is currently out there to catch a rabbit as well, and Wilbica has been eating like a bird since last week.
We could invite some guests over to help with that. Maybe SetsunaMaiou, so I can make amends for standing her up.
Forget it. I'd rather swallow a living unicorn with its horn still attached than let Purple Shrek set foot in my house. But we've actually been invited ourselves, by the bells, can you believe it?
What did you say?
No, of course. Don't tell me you really feel like going to church with Holy Mary of Newcrest and rainbow hair.
I reckon it might be an interesting experience.
Now that you say it, I suppose I could think of a few ways to add a little excitement to a snorefest like that. You think we should accept the invitation after all?
I don't see why not. There might be some surprisingly delicious treats at religious festivals, because I'm getting tired of feeding on obsessive fans and partying university students.
So that's how you've been spending the past few days. Okay then, I'll think about it.
Good. In the meantime, I'll think about how to appease SetsunaMaiou. She can be dangerous when upset.
Oh, I have the perfect gift for that occasion. White tulips. The best way of saying I'm sorry, in the language of flowers.
Thanks, but she doesn't strike me as the flower-loving type. And she's not a florist like you, so chances are she won't even know the meaning of this particular flower.
If you can think of something better to give her, something that will make her really happy, don't let me stop you.
Well, I obviously can't give her your head on a stick, so I suppose some white tulips will do. Thanks, Mum.
Always a pleasure.
That was quite a feast by Foxbury standards. There must be a new chef. Hey Nate, are you okay?
Sorry, I didn't quite like the food as much. I think I'm going to be sick.
No surprise.
Pardon?
Oh, I said I'm surprised I've never seen you here before, Esper. I assume you're a student here too.
I was, but not here. I studied at the historical university around the same time as Nate. It's funny to think that we lived in the same dorm for years, but never said a word to each other until shortly before I graduated.
And it still took us 3 more years to get together, but look at us now. I'll officially introduce her to the rest of my family this weekend.
So you'll be celebrating Easter together?
Yes, and Nate is afraid that he'll scare me off with his family's Easter traditions. But I already told him that's not possible. When I was little, my mother would make me dress up as the Easter Bunny every year, in a very itchy costume that she had knitted herself. It can't get much worse than that.
What traditions are those?
Our family festivals are basically nature festivals. We go camping in the woods, usually in Granite Falls, fishing and collecting berries, cooking our food over a campfire, and sleeping in tents.
Doesn't sound so weird to me.
Well, it wasn't, until Finn started taking classes in architecture and became a real eco-freak. He won't allow us to use any modern electronic devices while we're out camping, not even flashlights. If we need light, we have to resort to torches and candles.
Make fun of me all you want, but we only have this one planet, and we'll have to do something about our ecological footprint if we want to keep it hospitable for the generations to come.
Except the future looks cold and dark, and all your efforts will be buried under snow and ice before you know it.
I don't think this is weird either. We can all do something to make the world a better place in our own way. That's why I became a human rights lawyer. And speaking of which, I'm meeting with a client in half an hour.
I have to go back to work as well. My lunch break is nearly over. Maybe we can do this again next week?
Sure. And I'll see you two on Friday.
It was nice to meet you, Wilbica.
You've been very quiet. Don't you like her?
Who? Esperanza. She's fine. I was just thinking about that book I still have to read. It's not exactly the most exciting topic, but I have another free period. Hopefully I'll be done by the end of it.
My next course isn't very exciting either, but all the more frustrating. Energy networks, and my professor actually believes in that crap. How about I skip the course and we do something else?
Like what?
Like I show you what it's like to be an eco-freak.
But my book
will still be there for you to read later. Come on, I want to see you smile again. Just once.
All right.
Hello?
Over here.
I thought your kind couldn't enter homes uninvited.
There doesn't seem to be proper education on vampires in the witch community, if you believe a popular myth like that.
No need, since vampires have their own communities and don't visit ours all that often. So to what does Glimmerbrook owe the honor of your visit?
My mother said you came to arrest me earlier, and I'm here to receive my just punishment. But before that, let me try to make it up to you.
White tulips. Asking for forgiveness in the language of flowers.
You know that.
The father of one of my childhood bullies made him give those to me as an apology for making fun of my head tentacles. He had to promise not to do it again, and he didn't. The next day he started making fun of my purple skin instead.
I didn't think you would ever let anyone bully you.
Not anymore, that's for sure. I would tell you to ask that guy how his bullying worked out for him in the long run, but unless you know a medium, that's going to prove difficult.
Well, I'm not him. Sorry for not showing up yesterday. I was sick. Very sick. In fact, I was too sick to even call. Can you forgive me?
You're making a good argument with these flowers. Of course I forgive you. How could I not?
Really?
Actually, I should be the one asking for forgiveness because I've been such a mean person. Just thinking about it makes me feel ashamed. I need to see your mother immediately.
Something isn't right about this.
So this is how you make sure your family always has enough light on your camping trips. By making your very own candles.
Yup. It's fun, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm doing this right.
You're doing great. Just keep at it. It does require some patience to wait for the wax to dry off, but after that, you'll end up with a nice and energy-efficient way of illuminating your home.
One corner of one room for sure.
For your very first dipped candle, that turned out quite nicely.
You don't have to say that. Yours looks so much better.
Then how about you take it home, as an inspiration for your future candles?
What?
You can have it. Easter is around the corner, so consider this my present for you.
But I have nothing for you. I can't accept that.
So, it's not like I'm giving you a house or a car. I don't need it anyway. My dorm room is full of candles, I have some more at home, and I've given at least one to most of my friends and family members, whether they asked for it or not. This one is for you.
Thank you.
There, you smiled. That's all I wanted. But if you absolutely have to give me something in return, I would be happy about some bluebells.
You're the only guy I know that likes flowers.
You don't know a lot of guys then. My brother Peter absolutely adores them. I only need them for my scented candles though. Legend has it the scent of bluebells when emitted by a candle grants people a longer life.
That is a very persistent misconception. The bluebell scent merely keeps flowers from decaying. For something that prolongs your life, you'll want valerian root, lemons and alabaster, and then… sorry. Forget what I just said.
You're taking all that esoteric nonsense a little too seriously.
Yeah.
Whatever bluebells actually do or not, their scent is rather unique. Too bad they don't grow where I live, so if you happen to find any, do me a favor and pick some for me, will you?
Sure.
I also want to apologize for accusing you of kidnapping the ageless sage, when that was obviously not the case, and for being a mean ass in general.
That is very kind of you. But as a romp agent, you must know that misdeeds like yours still need to be punished. An apology alone is not enough.
Of course. Whatever punishment you deem appropriate, I will accept it.
What the hell is wrong with her?
The person who actually kidnapped the ageless sage, my friend Elise, has been sitting in a cell in the magic realm since last week. With your newfound ability to forgive people, I want you to forgive her and let her go. Put yourself in that cell in her place, to atone for your own crimes.
You are the wisest witch in all of the magic community. I shall do as you say.
Okay, whatever hex you put on those tulips I gave her, I hope you realize that it will wear off eventually, and then she'll come back here with something other than forgiveness in mind.
After what just happened? No, she will be too ashamed to ever even consider coming near me again, and our lives will be all the more peaceful because of it.
If you say so.
Look who's back. I take it your hunt for the Easter Bunny has been successful? That's my bitch.
You bet. I chased down an entire family of rabbits, although I might have eaten a few on the way back home. They're in dog stomach heaven now.
Have you talked to the bells in the meantime?
I have, and Rainbow Hair was quite surprised, but happy that I accepted his invitation after all. And now excuse me, I have to start working on a little present for the hosts. Let's see what other flowers I have in stock to make a beautiful bouquet.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Easter Sunday is going to be truly unforgettable.